What is going on, everybody? It is Blue, and we are back with another Feral video. This one we're going to be talking about a new parsing build that has surfaced. Really exciting to see. We're going to go ahead and get into that. We're going to be checking out logs today, but hope you guys enjoy the video. Take it easy. Peace. Alright, so like we talked about, we are going to be talking about parsing logs, because check this out. We're going to go ahead and pull up Warcraft logs. And the first thing that I noticed is in our Shriekwing, we got a Feral Druid, the top damage. And I was like, alright, cool, represent for the Feral. But then I scrolled over here and I was like, man, what is this? Maysteen is using Frenzy Band. Now, props to Maysteen, you guys. He's probably one of the very first to use Frenzy Band. Really good. This is against what I was saying. I'm not a fan of Frenzy Band. A lot of that ideas that I have, negative ideas that I have about Frenzy Band really comes to playing it on the PTR. And also playing it, when I was on the PTR, I was also playing it with Kyrian. So I even got reduced effectiveness with Frenzy Band, obviously, because I didn't have Convoke. So now this was buffed. I probably said it wasn't very good. Now, take in mind, obviously it is performing very good, so props to this guy for trying it out and just excelling at it. But also know, you guys, this is a parsing. This is really going to be about parsing. So although Frenzy Band really is doing exceptionally well, take into consideration this guy is doing it to parse, right? So we'll go ahead and take a look at this guy. And you can see, obviously, he's clearing everything here. His guild is just crushing this content, and he's doing it really exceptionally fast. So if you're kind of looking at this video, be like, oh, I need to run Frenzy Band because it's really going to help my guild and the guild progression. Maybe not, okay? I'm not too sure about that. But what we're going to go ahead and take a look at is we're going to take a look at how to use it, how he's using it. So we'll just go here, we'll take a look at here. We're going to compare his, and we'll compare one of my Shriekwings. So... Okay, that's Convoke. His is not in English, obviously, so we're trying to figure this out. And Berserk. Okay, great. So we can see right here, very good. Now what I want to compare logs about is my Shriekwing kill. Oops, let me go back here. We don't want to see everybody's. Where is my BBB Berserk? Obviously, it's in front of C. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and compare, and this is, we'll combine first because I would say this is obviously pretty standard for you guys and what you're doing, and then we can look at Frenzy Band and how we're going to change it up, right? So we're going to go ahead and initiate with a Convoke. You initiate with your starter, your Convoke. After Convoke, I usually Berserk, and then I don't even worry about Blood Talons procs during my Berserk, obviously. I'm just going to go ahead, you know, bite shred as much as possible. And then maybe I'll get a Blood Talons when my bleeds are running a little bit low, my Rake and my Thrash, and I'll go ahead and adjust those. So that's kind of what I do. And now you're going to go ahead and see here, this one is my Convoke. So this is convoking off cooldown. Essentially, with Shriekwing, the boss is up in the air, running around, and he comes down. And as soon as he comes down, that is when I'm available to convoke. I'll jump on him, I will reapply my bleeds, and then I will convoke. So this is as soon as I can do it, essentially 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And now, of course, I don't have my Berserk up until 3 minutes, a little bit after 3 minutes, so that's off cooldown of what we're going to see. So what we're going to go ahead and see with Maysteen here is he's going to be Berserking first, right? Because you have Frenzy Band. If you're not familiar with Frenzy Band is just going to pretty much duplicate your damage during Berserk. It's actually doing 150%, so it's a little bit more than that. So he's going to Berserk first to get that effect, you know, and then he looks like he's going to Convoke. Now, he's going to wait to Convoke again, right? Because remember, my Convoke was off of around... you know, in between 245, 230, 245. Okay, so he only had to stall it a little bit. Now also my berserk was so my berserk is at 312 and it started at 309, so about 3 minutes, very close to 3 minutes. I want to see what his is now. So his berserk started at 2 seconds, 240. So about he about got 15 seconds off his berserk value, which is okay. I would say that's pretty good, because this frenzy band also reduces your convoke by a small amount. Now, obviously, with this boss, he probably could have reduced it even further to line up with his next convoke. So that'll be very interesting to see if it's capable to line up with his next convoke. But this is how he's doing on this one. So we'll go ahead and take a look at maybe a different boss. So I think on my last hungering, I died. So that's going to be really bad. What was this one? March 2nd. March 16th. So this one is the one I died. So I want to look at this one. I believe I'm still wearing the correct Leggo. I'm not sure. I think I'm still wearing Drought or Draft, as I understood it's pronounced now. Thank you for informing me of that. So we will go to casts. I just am very curious to see how my Berserk is lining up and how my Convokes are lining up and how his are. Okay, so we'll take a look at Maysteins again, because I believe he's going to be using the same thing on Hungering, and the reason I did Hungering is because it's a pretty single target fight, right? Make sure this is the most up-to-date one, right? March 17th. Very good. Whoops. Okay, so we're curious about Berserk and Convoke of the Spirits. Oh, man. How long is this fight? This fight's only 4 minutes, so he's only going to get 2 Berserks out, right? So I understood what he did here. So this was very intelligent of him. So essentially, he's only going to get 2 Berserks out. Now, you do want to stall your Convoke to pair up with your Berserk. Now, instead of doing that, instead of installing this Convoke to line up with his Berserk, he just Convoked twice or 3 times to sneak it in. Wow, that's really, really close. This thing died like right after that. Wow, he got good value of that. He didn't get a lot of value off his Berserk, because Berserk lasts 30 seconds. 47, so this would have ended at 47. So he didn't get all his value off Berserk, but hey, that's really good. And I also want to see what is... He is berserking before it, so I know he's got the thing. What the hell is this? No, he didn't. There it is. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oops. Hide all. Let's look at his assault damage. Wow, so he's still pretty good. Look, I mean, so that he still had Berserk rolling for a few seconds after this, but really great value here with his whatever this is called now, Frenzy Band. But that's it, you guys. I just wanted to go ahead and give this video because, hello, I mean, I gave some misinformation, obviously, about this. Now, do understand, this guy is just trucking. I'm sure he is geared to the T. His, his guild is pumping as well. Everybody in his guild is pumping, so he's getting these kills down very, very low. Obviously, this guy, he did his homework before he got there, and he's like, hey, we're probably going to kill her around this time. so I'm going to convoke in between. I did really want to see his, maybe we'll go ahead and look. I really want to see how much he can reduce his Berserk by. Let's look at Lady. Let's just make sure he has the Frenzy Band. Okay, he does have the Frenzy Band. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the casts again. We'll clear this. We'll look at his Berserk. We'll look at Convoke. Shiz, why is he stalling it, man? So obviously I'm progressing on this specific fight, so I don't have any parses for it. I don't know why he's stalling his... He's stalling it because of the time. That's the only reason. He knows he's not going to get more than 2 out of it. Shoot. What's a long fight? We need to look at the last fight. 9 minutes, 11 minutes, Stone Legion. I don't want to look at AoE. I mean, he still uses Frenzy Band, right? He still uses Frenzy Band, still Convoke, so it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and take a look at this one. February 11th. Nope, that's not good. February 24th. That's not good. Shoot. Council. March 17th. Very cool, very good, come on. And he's using it, okay. Oh man, but this fight's also not a fight that you're attacking the boss consecutively. Alright, well, you guys, I give up. So obviously what you want to probably do is you want to pair these together. I was just very curious to see how much he can reduce his Berserk by, but really not really good results with that. I'll go ahead and make the Lego when I'm capable of making it, and I'll give you guys a heads up on that, but I guess it doesn't really matter as far as raid goes. But hey, good for us as Feral Druids. We now have 3 legendaries that we are capable of using that all perform very, very well in raids. Obviously, they start to beat each other out as far as parsing goes, as far as pure single target, as far as AoE goes. But hey, that is very good news for us as Feral, knowing that these legendaries are starting to compete with each other. But that's it. I just want to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. Leave a like to the video, share it if you guys want, but that's it. Take it easy. Peace.